A man from Milton Keynes is hoping to set the world's fastest record for cycling from Land's End to John O'Groats and back, again standing up. Idai Makaya is the ElliptiGO journey this weekend in memory of his brother who died in a skydiving accident. Ben Schofield's been to meet him.
Idai Makaya and his ElliptiGO bike, part cross-trainer, part bicycle, preparing for a 1,700-mile record attempt, all in memory of his brother.
I miss him a lot, and I think what I'm doing will help me work through that. It hit us really, really hard. It's probably the worst day of my entire life. I've never experienced anything as sad or as painful as that. What has happened, and for me this is about finishing his journey.
Ready, out, in, out.
Idai Makaya, an obsessive skydiver, introducing the sport he loves to Botswana. He'd completed the 500 jumps needed for an instructor's license, but on his very next jump, he lost control and fell to earth, suffering fatal injuries.
He's always said he was proud of what I did, and it kind of spurred him on as well to do what he was doing, because I introduced lots of people to cycling, especially long distance cycling, and he liked what I was doing, and, you know, I think we were doing similar things in our wacky sports.
Idai already holds the record for riding an ElliptiGO from Land's End to John O'Groats. He now wants the record for the return journey as well, and he says he's going to cycle 150 miles a day for 11 days straight, and each of those days is going to feel much longer than the one before.
These bikes were originally designed to help runners to train without impact.
The ride will be Idai's longest on the ElliptiGO. He's asking others to join in by cycling their longest ride, and is hoping to raise money for a documentary about his brother's skydiving legacy. Ben Schofield, BBC Look East in Milton Keynes.
Good luck to him. Now
Okay,
yeah,
ready?
okay. Yeah.
Alright, I'm putting half of Idai Makaya's ashes out here, where I'll throw them into the sea, and the other half is for Land's End, and then our journey's finished. Thanks. Okay guys, we're in John O'Groats. Alan, Adam, Thomas, we're heading out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the last ashes of Garai Makaya. We finish our journey. And that's it. Thanks.
Well, a slight change of scenery now, because earlier this month we introduced you to a Milton Keynes man who wanted to set a new Guinness World Record for riding from Land's End to John O'Groats. But what made Idai Makaya different is that he wanted to go there and back again in just 11 days, and he wanted to do it on an ellipticycle. Now, I'm very pleased to say that he managed that challenge, but if you're wondering what on earth an ellipticycle is, take a look at this. Here he comes. It is essentially a cross-trainer on wheels. Idai, thank you so much for joining us on Lucky's tonight, and huge congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I have to look at the numbers here because they're staggering. You cycled 1,767 miles, so about 150 miles a day, in a 30-degree heat. How did you do it?
To be honest, I don't know. It was very difficult. It was extremely hot. The roads were melting. We couldn't keep up with the hydration. Some of the guys who were joining us to ride for a couple of hours drank, a litre an hour as they were riding with us. So I'm not sure how I did it.
But no doubt the support was absolutely crucial for you, having your friends and other people there.
Absolutely. Support was everything. We had lots of friends, lots of cyclists coming to join us, even people I didn't know. But I also had really close friends who were supporting me. A lady called Kim, who was the wife of my friend Alan, who does a lot of my rides with me. And he did this whole ride with me. So I was never alone, not for 1 minute.
I hope he's not rethinking that friendship after this momentous journey.
I have a feeling we may not visit each other again.
We should say this wasn't just about setting a record for you. You did this ride in memory of your brother. Just tell us why.
Yes, my brother passed away in February last year in a skydiving event. It was really unfortunate. It was one of the most tragic things I've ever experienced personally, and cycling is probably the only way of communication I have in terms of that's my community, that's what I do. So I decided to do a cycling challenge to help spread word about a project that I'm doing in memory of my brother, and to help raise funds for that project as well. And that's the main reason that I did this challenge and world record.
And that's about creating some kind of film.
That's right. It's a film about the skydiving community that my brother Garai set up, but also a film that's intended to raise funds for the charities that he used to work with through his skydiving.
Well, it's an amazing thing you've done. I want to ask you about the ellipticycle. I'm just going to come round here for a second. Of course. I said like a cross-trainer on wheels. That's not offensive, is it? That's what it is.
Not at all. This is a cross-trainer on wheels designed to give a supported running action. So these bikes are used generally for marathon running training. People who ride these bikes are trying to get a running without impact type workout. So it is a fitness bike, but it's still cycling, it's still a bike, and it's very comfortable for long distances.
I'm so desperate to have a go, but in these heels and without a risk assessment, I'm sure there's no way I could. Maybe later, if you hang around for after the programme.
Maybe later, but not today.
You are very used to riding this thing. I've got to ask though, after all of those miles, how are your feet, Idai?
It's amazing. My feet are actually okay. My feet didn't suffer. I was surprised, because your feet can suffer if you're standing for 15 hours a day. But my feet were okay. I did have a foam roller type thing that I used to roll under my feet every evening after 15 hours of riding, and that probably helped do the trick.
I get a feeling this won't be your last challenge. I really, really hope we meet you again when you're doing the next one. For now, though, huge congratulations. No doubt your brother would be hugely proud. Thank you. Well, it's been a lovely day at the BBC HQ in Cambridge today. Let's find out what the forecast is in store. Here's Alex.